So yeah, I'm gonna play a film which I prepared for this invitation to be part of the talk. I'll have to share my screen, but while I do that, if I just have to define what I do is that I practice architecture and I write literature and I take photographs. And by practicing architecture for now, it's conventional architecture. But anyway, I named my video Otherwhere, Journey's Words and Everything Between, because in my journey as a developing uh, architect or artist, I adopted the word Otherwhere, which was a term used in the UIA conference of 2014. And this term explored the concepts of architecture with a focus on other places and processes which lie on the periphery of major cities. So I've always been interested in the journey between major cities and other places, other ways. So yeah. So I'm gonna play a video now. I'm gonna try to share my screen.
The shadows dance from the flicker of the flames, cast on the wall as if they have a life of their own. They are the shadows of older generations that once slept here before my time. But I cannot sleep. My skin is sweaty, fuming as if there is a restless god imprisoned inside my human flesh. But I am no god. I am human, obsessed with the ground and the sky and the human subject in between. Under the soles of my ragged shoes lies this landscape, a puzzle of Mother Nature turned into waste, the wonder of human craft, nothing but molds of dust and stone and mortar, soon to return to the earth from which it was raised many years of man ago. I am, one form to another, cast within a vast cosmic, traversing land and country, drawn without any particular lineage to this city by opportunity and promise. What is my lineage but a memory of a boy child from a land where time holds still, far away from the big city where moments fleet by. Far away, far away, the footprints of my grandparents lie, buried in dust. Far away from the belly of the Witwatersrand, where their sons still delve gold in the forgotten reefs of Johannesburg. They lie behind, etched in the tune of an ancient locomotive, spanning acre after acre of greens and greys and blues, of cliffs and forests and streams, and the lonely roadside. Now a sweeping view in the distant corners of a cluttered memory. I am no boy. I am human, obsessed with the ground and the sky, and the human subject in between. Those molds of dust and stone and mortar have now turned into bread and butter, and etched in the image of the hat I'm wearing. I am no architect. I am human, obsessed with the ground and the sky, and the human subject in between. I hesitate on the drawing table like I hesitated when I arrived in this strange place looking for a starting point. I feel the weight of my own pencil at the tip of my fingers, like I felt the weight of silence in the landscape. The drawing exists, the painting already lives on the canvas. Instead of a starting point, I look for a departure point. Contemplation, contemplation, contemplation. It is always a time of contemplation wherever you turn your eyes and pluck your ears. There is no clean slate. Certainly not in architecture. The drawing already exists, the marks and lines and shades of a curious picture. Sometimes an ugly picture that reminds me of the ugly side of the coin that we bought with a free society from the confines of our past. I try to turn the page slowly, 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 like the slow wheels of justice. I am no liberator. I am human, obsessed with the ground and the sky, and the human subject in between. Refusing to answer my inner voices, I find my eyes on the back window of the elevator where the shaft opened outside on the face of the tower, so that one can view the world below as they ascend up. A great maze of flat roofs and parapet walls, and here and there, spire after spire, competing with the height of the tower, all greet my eyes with a pale brown shade of this nameless city at sundown. A yellow sun is just about to sink under a horizon of rolling plains beyond. For a moment, it seems to be rising back up instead of down, until I realize it is not the sun, but the elevator taking me up the immeasurable height of the tower. The spires are left below. They do not come anywhere near a height that could compare with the tower. More plains in the distance open away the further the elevator climbs, and soon just then, distant hills, and furthest beyond them, an outline of mountain crests on which the yellow ball will finally disappear from the face of the world. When it does, I look out the window from the uppermost view, till I fall asleep and dream of the land in the horizon, where time holds still, where the footprints of my grandparents lie buried in dust. I am human, obsessed with the ground and the sky, and the human subject in between.